They say love knows no boundaries, but what happens when it crosses the golden gates of royalty? When a powerful sheikh, feared and respected, falls for a woman so ordinary, yet so extraordinary. This is a story of passion, fate, and a love so strong that even the wealth of an empire couldn't measure up. Stay with me as we unfold this mesmerizing tale of an unexpected romance between a billionaire sheikh and a simple foreigner. The grand city of Dubai glows under the evening sky, a skyline lined with glittering skyscrapers reflecting the golden hues of the setting sun. Exotic sports cars glide over pristine roads, and the scent of oud perfumes the air. Sheikh Zayed al-Rashid had everything: a kingdom of wealth, power that could shake nations, and a heart locked away behind walls taller than his golden palaces. But destiny had other plans. In a lavish book cafe inside a luxury hotel, adorned with golden chandeliers and intricate Arabian mosaics, Lily, a charming yet ordinary woman from London, is lost in her book, oblivious to the world around her. She's new to Dubai, working as a travel writer. Lily wasn't searching for love. She wasn't even searching for adventure. But when fate decides to play its game, even the most ordinary moments become extraordinary. A man enters the cafe, his presence commanding the air itself. Dressed in an elegant white kandura with a gold-trimmed bish draped over his broad shoulders, his cologne, rich with sandalwood and amber, announces his presence before he even speaks. His jet-black hair is slicked back, and his dark eyes are as deep as the Arabian night. Sheikh Zayed doesn't usually visit places like this, but tonight he does. Zayed was a man who lived in a world where people bowed, not where they bumped into him. But life has a sense of humor. Lily, lost in thought, turns too quickly and, crash! Her delicate porcelain coffee cup slips from her hands, spilling onto the sheikh's pristine designer attire. Lily, gasping, "Oh my! I am so sorry. I didn't see you." She looks up and freezes. His sharp gaze meets hers. But instead of anger, there's something else. Amusement. Curiosity. Sheikh Zayed, smirking. "I don't usually let people throw coffee at me, but I suppose for you I can make an exception." What started as an accident became a meeting of two worlds. A sheikh accustomed to grand palaces adorned with gold and marble, and a woman who found beauty in the simplest of things. A few days later, Zayed finds himself back at the cafe again and again. He watches Lily from a distance, intrigued by how she devours books and scribbles in her leather-bound journal. It was strange. The most powerful man in Dubai, a billionaire sheikh, drawn to a woman who had no idea who he really was. One evening, he finally sits at her table. "Sheikh Zayed, you intrigue me, Lily. Tell me, what brings you here to Dubai?" Lily hesitates but then smiles. "Lily, stories. Chase stories. I find them in books, in people. And maybe if I'm lucky in places like this. Little did she know, she had just walked into the greatest story of her life. Their conversations stretch into the night, turning into something neither of them can explain. She doesn't know he's royalty. He doesn't tell her. And for the first time in years, Zayed feels free. Over the next few weeks, their bond deepens. He invites her to an exclusive gala in a palace where gold and silk shimmer under candlelit chandeliers. They take a private yacht across the Persian Gulf, where the stars reflect like diamonds on the water. He flies her to a hidden oasis in the heart of the desert, where they dine under the open sky on cushions embroidered with jewels, as the fire crackles softly beside them. With her, he was not Sheikh Zayed al-Rashid, the man with the weight of a kingdom on his shoulders. With her, he was just Zayed. Man. Dreamer. A lover. The Sheikh's world is full of rules. Expectations. His advisors notice his absence. His mother, the elegant Queen Dowager, questions him. Queen Dowager. A foreign woman, Zayed? Have you forgotten who you are? Your people expect a leader, not a dreamer. But love. Love doesn't care for rules. And when two souls are meant to meet, even the mightiest kingdoms cannot stop them. One evening, Zayed finally confesses. Sheikh Zayed softly, Lily. There's something you should know. I'm not just a man who enjoys coffee spills and late-night talks. I am Sheikh Zayed al-Rashid. And my world is not as simple as you think. Lily's breath catches. She looks at him, searching his face. Lily. Then why are you here? With me. Zayed smiles, taking her hand. Sheikh Zayed. Because for the first time I'm not thinking about my world. I'm thinking about you. But will love be enough to defy traditions? To challenge a kingdom? Stay with me for part 2, where love and duty collide, and a choice must be made. Will their love survive? Or will fate pull them apart? To be continued. If you believe that love can conquer all, don't miss part 2. Subscribe, like, and let me know in the comments. What would you do if you fell for someone untouchable? Stay tuned for the next chapter of this unforgettable love story. Love is a beautiful dream. But what happens when reality threatens to tear it apart? When duty calls and tradition stands in the way? Can love still find a way to bloom? Sheikh Zayed al-Rashid and Lily's love story has only just begun, but their greatest test lies ahead. Will they defy the odds, or will fate pull them apart? Stay with me as we dive into part 2 of this breathtaking romance, where love, destiny, and sacrifice collide. A royal palace bathed in moonlight, its grand arches and marble corridors whispering of history and power. Inside, tension brews like a desert storm. Sheikh Zayed al-Rashid had always been a man of control, a ruler whose word was law. But tonight, he was just a man fighting for the one thing he never thought he'd crave, love. In a grand hall, Zayed stands before the Queen Dowager and his royal advisors. Their expressions are stern, their voices heavy with expectation. Queen Dowager firmly. A foreign woman can never be your queen, Zayed. Our people expect a royal union, a marriage that strengthens the empire, not weakens it. The weight of his kingdom pressed down on him, but in his heart, he knew, losing Lily would be the greatest loss of all. Lily stands on the rooftop of her hotel, the city of Dubai glittering below like a sea of stars. Her heart aches with the knowledge of who Zayed truly is, and the impossible reality of their love. She had fallen for a man, not a throne. But could she ask him to choose love over duty? Footsteps. Presence she knows too well. She turns and there he is, Zayed, his dark eyes stormy, filled with an unspoken battle. Lily. You should go, Zayed. Your world and mine, they don't fit. He steps closer, taking her hand, his touch both gentle and firm. Sheikh Zayed, you once told me you chase stories. Then don't run from the greatest one of all, ours. For the first time in his life, Zayed didn't care about crowns or traditions. He cared only about the woman who had rewritten his destiny with a single glance. The palace throne room, grandeur woven in gold and legacy. Zayed stands before the royal court, his voice strong, unwavering. Sheikh Zayed, a kingdom is built on strength, but what is strength without love? I will not choose duty over my heart. If I am to lead, let it be as a man who follows his own destiny. Gasps echo through the chamber. The Queen Dowager's eyes soften, not with defeat but with understanding. Queen Dowager, after a long pause. Love is a powerful thing, my son. But a kingdom is delicate. If you choose her, she must be more than your love. She must be our people's love as well. A challenge, not a rejection. A chance, not an ending. Zayed knows what he must do. Weeks pass. Lily's world shifts. She is no longer just an observer in a foreign land. She is part of it. She learns the language, the traditions, the heartbeat of the people. She visits schools, speaks to women entrepreneurs, immerses herself in the beauty of a culture she had once only admired from afar. Love is not just a feeling, it is a bridge. And Lily was building one, step by step, between two worlds. A grand charity gala. Dubai's elite gathered under golden chandeliers. But tonight, all eyes are on one woman, Lily. Dressed in a breathtaking emerald gown, she steps forward to address the crowd. She speaks of unity, of love, of embracing cultures instead of dividing them. She speaks not as an outsider, but as someone who belongs. The Queen Dowager watches from a distance. Then slowly she nods, a silent blessing. Under the vast Arabian night sky, in the hidden desert oasis where their love first blossomed, Zayed stands before Lily. Sheikh Zayed, gazing at her with quiet intensity. Lily, my heart was once locked behind walls of gold and duty. You tore them down with nothing but kindness and truth. Now I ask you, will you stand by my side, not just as the woman I love, but as my queen? Lily's breath catches. The firelight dances in his eyes, the desert wind carrying his words like a sacred promise. Lily, smiling, eyes glistening. Yes, Zayed. In every world, in every lifetime, yes. He slips a sapphire-studded ring onto her finger, a gem as deep and endless as the love they share. The grand palace is alive with celebration. Arabian lanterns cast a golden glow, and the scent of jasmine fills the air. Royals, dignitaries, and the people of Dubai gather to witness a love story that defied the impossible. A sheikh who chose love over fear. A woman who turned a kingdom into a home. And a love that proved destiny is not written by birthright, but by the courage to follow one's heart. As Lily and Zayed share their first dance beneath a sky lit with fireworks, the world watches. Not just a royal union, but a love story that will be told for generations. Some love stories are written in the stars. Others, they are written in the hearts of those brave enough to fight for them. If this story has touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments. Do you believe love can truly conquer all? Stay tuned for more stories that prove the power of the heart is greater than any throne.